text to you. Today we're back for another video. Today it's going to be the Red Devil pair on this celebration month, tank by day, tank by tank, day by day, just one tank at a time, just one day at a time. This guy here is a male Red Devil, and I've had him since he was yay big. He still had his black and white stripes, still juvenile, $10. What a bargain. And he's been an absolute mate ever since. Yeah, aren't you, mate? You my mate? Yeah, come on. A beautiful fish. Not as pretty as Susie Q's, but absolutely for one colour. A little bit more red in the nose there, but everything's just sort of one-ish colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we've been mates for a long time. He's my first Red Devil I've ever had. He was in other tanks. He was in the 8-footer. If you go back in the early videos, you'll see him get his colours in there, from video to video, and watch him change to what he is today. He ended up fighting a lot of fish in there, Texas, whatnot. He probably would have been the best choice for the Oscars in the end. But I went, no, the Jack Dempsey is. So they got pulled out. And then I found this one, the $50 female. Got her a bit later in the stage. She already had her colours and that. But only a few months ago, I can't remember when, but she's been an absolutely darling ever since. Just the personality in these fish I absolutely love. I would love nothing more than to take that divider out and put it back in the sump pump on my wall rack. It's supposed to be in the 5-foot sump down there, and I'm going to get it all plumb one day. The flower horns hitting the, you hear that bang, 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 the flower horns hitting the glass lid. So yeah, I'll get it all plumb one day and get it all set up and put that back out. So that's why I haven't cut it and put it straight, because it's actually out of size for another job. But this girl here, every night, she's the last tank I turn off every night, and she always comes down to say g'day, don't you, darling? Don't you, darling? And we give her a big kiss, don't we? Give her a big kiss. See how she's darling. She come and give me a kiss. But you're not going to bed. You stay up. We're doing a video. Okay, you stay up. Give me some eggs, bud. So I've got the rock there so she can lay some eggs, and he can squirt through. And the current's going in the back that way and along the front this way. So this guy should be able to reach them. They haven't got to that stage yet, and I have taken the divider out on occasions. They look like they're playing together there, no aggression. I take it out and it's just full aggression. Like the first time was just instant aggression. The second time they were dancing, playing with each other. I had established areas at both ends, and they were just sort of fighting over this area. After about half hour, an hour, and then on the third hour it was just full on. Her whole mouth, her whole head, not both lips, her whole head was in his mouth, and he was suffocating her, so I had to intervene with a net and break them up and put the divider back in. But yeah, that's a crazy story about that. I'll tell you how I got the wall rack on one of the other videos. Got 4-5 videos to go on this series here on the wall rack. So if you got any questions about where I got it from and all that, let me know below and I'll address it in one of the 4 videos coming up. But yeah, it was a bit of a hike. I just love you. Look at the long, beautiful fins. Everything's in proportion. Beautiful clear eyes, nice big lips, no sunken belly. maybe a scale to it. No, they're white dots, so they're not scales out of place. And this guy here, just absolutely beautiful. What do you reckon, Scotty? You're the judge? Yeah. Oh, he's big. And this guy, he pulls filter mop floss, pre-filled out of the sides of the cracks in the thing. He gets up there like a dog, just pulling them out. Very Oscar-like, these things. And I had, my mate had one years ago. And it used to pick up rocks and spit at the glass. Crazy beast. They're just like little puppy dogs like the Oscars. A little bit more aggression. Way more aggression than the Oscars. Hey boys, a couple Oscars there. Any more puppy dogs? You're soft, gentle puppy dogs, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That'll be the screenshot now. So yeah, you have to stay tuned for the wall rack. But yeah, I've had this guy for ages. He's number one of me fish that I got when I started YouTubing. I had my Oscars and all that, but yeah, he was on my bucket list for a lot of years ever since I seen my mates one, playing with the rocks and spitting them at the glass. So yeah, I'm so stoked to get two of them, and hopefully one day we can get them breeding. You. So yeah, guys, I want to go down and show the redhead. Look, but it'll be a screenshot. How we go on the colours in this thing lately? Some silver perch there. Hey, look at that for a beautiful fish. Okay, okay. All the barramundi, all the Oscars, or we can check out the jaguar down there. He's spinning out because the light's been off for ages, so he's down there spinning out the light on, but he's up. I've taken the light back up here. But there is a jaguar down there in a tenon tank. Quite a big fish. Longer than that and longer than that. Probably as long as that, nowhere near as beefy. You. So yeah, with the pump, it's probably not adequate. Definitely not adequate. So I do weekly water changes. I'd love to have another one up this end. It is enough to keep them alive and keep them healthy, but I wouldn't recommend that setup for anyone. But it is working for me with the changes and the amount of work I do put into the tank and the amount of care and love I do put into it. If it was something you'd want to just set up and look at, definitely no. But you can see the fish are healthy. There's good water flow. I do weekly water changes. I do spot cleans. It's so easy just to spot clean. And the weeks I do the glass, I don't do the pump. When I do the pump, I definitely don't do the glass or anything. Here they're coming up together. Go on, make me some babies. That would have been the perfect screenshot. Thumbnail. But yeah, my boy, you can stop picking on her. You can have a whole tank. So yeah, they're me red devils, eh? Any questions about them, pH, ranges like that, you can search that anywhere, but I just wanted to give a more behind the scene, my red devils, but you can ask me in the comments as well, any question you want about these guys and I'll be happy to answer. But I just wanted to give another little insight to how I kiss this one goodnight. And I always call this boy my mate, because you've had him since this big. So yeah, he's a couple of years old. You. Alrighty guys, love it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for celebrating this month with me. Here's another video. The Red Devils. You. One love, one world. Peace.